G'day. Yep, Steve and Kerri, the bloody dog, actually the dog and the bloody cat, from offthegridnoise.com. Had to do this video because I actually upgraded my still. So this is a Chinese still upgrade. Yes, I'm doing a brew run today. You can see it dripping in there. Now, why did I upgrade this still? The last 5 years we've been using the old still, which is actually down there. Why did I upgrade? Well, had a few issues with the old one. Yeah, got Copperhead Road playing in the background. Sun's out at the moment, it's not too bad. This still, I think it was 270 bucks, 280 bucks. Slightly different. The old still, after 5 years, I had wrecked the gaskets, the rubber gaskets on there. I had split the thumper pot, split that because I put cold water into it after a few runs, only a year or two ago. But yeah, this still, what's the difference between this one and the other one? This one has 6 clamps. Those clamps, 6 clamps around the main pot. That means that the seal doesn't actually lose any vapor. The old one had 4 clamps. This one's got, these actually got thicker gaskets around the top. I used to have to do the paste run, you know, where you put the flour and water paste around to seal her up. But with 6 clamps, lot better deal, and the thicker rubber, lot better deal. Right, moving on. I actually set this one up a little bit higher. I've set the thumper up an extra like 8 inches, and it actually has caused a lot more alcohol to come through rather than the crap in the pot. So it's actually condensing a little bit better. So I've got the thumper set up a bit higher. Not much difference in the thumper. The big difference I would suggest is that, even though I've got Copperhead Road playing in the background, these newer ones I chose to go with stainless steel. All the runs over all the years with these Chinese stills, I've had to do a vinegar run to start it off. The vinegar run is to clean the copper residue. Yeah, Copperhead Road. But yeah, I've had to do a vinegar run to clean out the copper coil and stuff, so as you get a clean brew. You want it nice and clean and not green, so to speak. But yeah, so this one's got all stainless in the coil, all stainless up through there. I've raised everything up so it's all working a little bit better. I'm pulling, I don't know whether you can see it there. We'll try and put it on. Oh, the camera's not going to pick it up. No, it won't pick it up. I run 70%, 75%. That's ABV in Australian language. That's what comes out of the still, 75%. Now in the US language with the old proof, that's around about 150%. So I get a good 150% out for most of the runs. But what I've noticed with this new one is the smell of the brew is a lot cleaner. Now that could be just me, I don't think so, but it just seems a little bit cleaner. So yeah, the new still, 270 bucks, whatever it was, round figures, 6 clamps, which means it doesn't leak easily. I actually wore out the old rubber seals on the old one, split them. So I was doing the old flour and paste thing, trying to seal them up. The thumper actually has the pipe in the side and off the top, which I don't think is affecting much. But because I've raised it, I think I'm keeping a lot more of the sugar mix, the sugar mash out of the actual run. So I'm getting a higher ABV, which is good, because it means when I cut down with rainwater here. When I cut down, the brew seems a little bit cleaner and not as if you've been into brewing, you tend to get a bit of a smell. It's a funny sort of smell once your brew starts running down into the tails. So yeah, anyway, there you go. New rubber gaskets, better rubber gaskets, 6 clamps, slightly different thumper, which I don't think makes much difference except I have elevated it, and all stainless steel now, so I don't have to do a vinegar run. That makes it a lot quicker too. The vinegar run used to burn up about an hour. You know, you do the vinegar run, then you've got to clean it out. Now some people wonder why or how I get the 70%. Well, I use distilled spirits. I don't know whether you can see it. It's distilled spirits. It's a yeast cleaning. It's got a carbon cleaning pack in it, and it's got settling agent in it. Makes it wind up, makes the mash wind up a lot cleaner. So yeah, I'm still using the still spirits gear. So there you go, the still. All good, but the old one at 5 years just sort of bit the dust. Actually didn't bite the dust, but it was just getting a bit tiring to work with. So I lashed out. And I mean, my old still, seriously, for the money that the old ones, even the copper ones, cost, paid for it about 300 times over. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. Just wanted to give you a rundown on how the new still actually is. They're available on eBay. This is like 2022 in June. Hey, how cold's it been? We just hit winter. Don't know where you guys are, but we had -2 yesterday. That really sucked. But yeah, so 2022, 5+ years on the old still. I lashed out, got this one, lost the copper, got better gaskets, better clamping so that I don't have to do the paste seal up thing. Lifted the thumper up so that we get a lot less of the mash actually come through with the brew, so I get a higher ABV. And that's it. Still using the sugar based mash. No, I'm not doing the corn based mash for all of you hardcore punters. I don't bother with that. Got way too much going on. I've even tried to control the cooling a bit more. Got my garden hose from the irrigation tank. Just I dribble a little bit of cold water in there. And that sort of keeps the temperature down. I think keeping the temperature under control actually does help the ABV at the end, the alcohol volume. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. But apart from that, life's good. The new still is good. I think well worth the money. Set it up. You might have to tweak it a bit. Your particular setup, you might have to tweak a little bit. But pretty much, I think getting rid of the copper wasn't a bad plan. Saves time. New gaskets and the 6 clamps. All good. And I got to replace my thumper that I'd split ages ago. I even lifted the thumper up, so it's actually sitting on the old thumper. So yeah, look at the elevation there. Everything's a little bit higher. So yeah, alright, I'll leave it at that. I was going to do a bit of off-grid stuff on this today, but just do the brew. For anyone else that watches these that are off the grid thing, yeah, we got, as usual, 6 tinies in the queue over there being built. A couple of the guys are over there working on them. Life is good. Life is still very busy, and I should do more off-grid videos. Yes, and I crap on about that. We're actually upgrading the battery bank, so that's I'll do a video on that once I get the new batteries in. But anyway, hope you're having a good day. Hope life is good. We just, well, Kerri's just been filling up all the hydro. We've got the hydro sort of all fired up with new plants, which is really good. 200 positions. Nearly finished them all. They're all babies at the moment, but they're all going good. So anyway, hope your day's going good. I hope you haven't lost hope. I hope you're still looking positive and thinking positive. I hope the COVID thing hasn't knocked you for a 6, because life is good. Harvest Moon, good track. So there you go. The new pot still, under 300 bucks still. I think better value. Available on eBay. Happy to give people links and stuff if you send me a message on YouTube. And still doing the sugar mash with the turbo yeast. And I'll leave it at that. Hope all's good, mate. All you people out there, don't give up. 67, should be on the pension. I'm not quite on the pension yet. I don't think I'll ever be on the pension. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Have a good one, and we'll catch you then. Bye.